Okay, I just wanted to make a real quick video. I got a 650 Yamaha V-Star. It's the classic model, and it also is called a Silverado, which really is just a dress on it. But I've actually been trying to get the bolts out of here. This fish slides down in a couple of slots. The slots on each side of the bracket that holds your fender and saddlebags in. And it has 4 bolts that goes in. And these bolts were really tight. And I kind of started to mess one up, and so I've been trying to size this up for, I don't know, like I said, probably about 8 months, maybe a year. And it's really just an Allen wrench. You can get it should be able to get it out with an Allen wrench. And don't ask me what size the Allen wrench is, because I really don't know that right now. And I even had this type of a socket to put in to try to get it off. But the thing was still rounding out. And today it kind of got cold here in Missouri. So I decided that I wanted to get it off. So I went down to the hardware store and got an easy out. And I really thought what was going to happen is I was going to mess around and break those bolts off in there, and I didn't want to do that. But I got the Irwin, and it's the EXT4 spiral screw extractor. And I thought I'd have to do some drilling, but I didn't even have to do any drilling. But I just took this easy out. And the easy out is a little bit bigger than actually the screw head. But I took it, and I took a hammer, and I punched it up in there just a little bit, just enough for it to get a grip. And I was able to take my crescent wrench and get over on this and back the screw out. and actually, it was much more simple of a job than I really thought. And so I imagine there are some people that this probably has run across that problem, and I think rust is probably some of it. And so I'm going to change those bolts when and to be honest with you, why I wanted to get this off, get that backrest off, is I want to get me the luggage rack to put on, and your luggage rack is bolted into these holes. And that's how your luggage rack stays on. But what I'm going to do is when I put that back on, I'm going to replace it with the bolts, like the deeper Allen head bolts. So when I put a wrench in it, the Allen wrench in it, I can get a better grip on it to turn it out. And so while I got it inside, I got a few things I'm going to do. And one of them is I'm going to put my Boss audio system back on. It's the Boss Rebel. And to be honest with you, I'm going to put it back on, but I've had 2 on. And both of those 2 has had some trouble, and I got a brand new one. I have a brand new one, and I'm going to put the brand new one on while it's inside, because I got to take my tank off, and I'll have to take the seats off, or at least the driver's seat, that has to come off, and the windshield will have to come off for that. And there's another thing. I broke the screw that holds the bolt that holds down my passenger seat. That's a studded bolt, and it's molded inside the fender. And I'm not going up under there trying to find that, because it's not very much room under there. But what I did, I broke it, and I was able to tap it and put a little screw in here, which was enough to hold it down. But what I'm going to do now, and it's going to be a tough job, a hard job, But I was able to get me a tap and die set. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to drill this hole out bigger and get me another bolt that I can screw down inside of this bolt here and hold my passenger seat on. And it's either that or buy a whole new fender. Well, not, I don't necessarily have to have a new fender, but a used fender will work. But I'd have to paint the fender. And to be honest with you, I'm thinking about repainting the bike back the same color anyway. Because there's a few scratches and no dents, but there's scratches. And I really want to repaint my bike. But that's something for another day. So anyway, I just wanted to kind of show people what I had to do to get these bolts out that were stuck. Because believe it or not, on the Yamaha, you don't really find a whole lot of good informative videos about the Yamaha. And particularly the 650 V-Star. Which is kind of frustrating that I really can't do that. Because when I need something or don't know how to do something, that's pretty much where I go to. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed it and understood what I was talking about. And if you ever have that problem, then you will know exactly what you got to do. All right, later.